Hey everyone, it's Kara here from Boho, and I am back with another Plan With Me video. I haven't done one of these in a little while, and I'm super excited to get into planning for October. I do have a little bit of a cold today, so if I sound a little off, that's why. I blame my husband 100% for bringing it home from work, but I digress. Let's get into some planning. All right, so I'm going to open her up and show you what's been going on here. In my video earlier this week, I basically gave you the whole tour, so I'm not going to do that over again. I do want to talk about what's been working and what hasn't been working for me. So I've been using this new weekly spread in September, and I absolutely love it. I want to keep it. It works so well for me. However, I've been struggling with keeping track of my habits. I'm going to go back to my September page here. And you can see that after, I think it was the 16th, I basically haven't tracked any of my habits. And that's something that is really important to me to keep track of. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that I'm out of the habit of tracking my habits, but I just haven't been remembering to come back to this page and keep track of what I did. So I want to make sure that in October I have a better way of keeping track of my habits. In one of my weeks, I think it was the first week, I did have a separate little habit tracker here, and I really liked that. However, I want to see all of my habits for the whole month. So I'm going to try something that I've never ever tried before. I'm really terrified of it, but I'm going to try to do a Dutch door. I've been watching some YouTube videos on how they're done. I think they're super useful, especially with this weekly spread that I've created. I think I can create something really cool Dutch door wise. And I think my plan is to have the very top part of my page be my monthly overview. So I'll have my mini calendar, I'll have like a little area for focus, and then my habit tracker for the whole month along the top. And then I'll have some cut off pages that I can flip between for each of my weeks for the month. I think that's my plan. Let me show you actually. I was kind of drafting this out on my iPad. And this is what I think it's going to look like. So this is just a little mock-up of my journal. It actually has the same dot grid layout that my Compoco Journal has. So I just kind of drafted out what I think this would look like. So we've got the mini calendar on the top left, an area for focus, all of my habits, and then this will be my first week. And then you'll flip this little tab. Let's see. There we go. So when you flip that little tab, you see 1 through 6 is there. And yeah, so you keep flipping through the tabs, and then on the very back of the last tab, if I can find it, I want to have a month in review. So I just kind of played around with some questions here, but I'll also play around with what I can put on the right-hand side. But this way I have my whole month all put together, weeks-wise. And then I can add all of my collections and everything else after that if there's anything else I'm adding into my journal. So this is my rough plan. We're going to see how it goes. I'm really nervous about cutting into my journal. I've never done a Dutch door before, but I think the plan is solid. We're just going to have to see how it goes. As far as the layouts themselves for the weeks, they're staying pretty much the same. So I've got my tasks right here on the left, and on the right, since I'm not going to have this top area for my schedule, I'm actually going to do a column for my schedule and then a section for waiting on and notes. And I think that should be pretty good. All right, so I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to keep my iPad off to the side so that I can reference that. And we're going to get to planning. I'm going to pop on some music, and I'll come back at the end and talk a little bit about what I did. Here we go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop the music, stop the fast forwarding for a second. I want to talk about my plans here because I am super shaky because I'm terrified that I'm accidentally going to ruin something. But I'm just marking with pencil here where I plan to cut my pages. Oh, I'm so scared to cut my pages. Obviously, I know that this is fine. Oh no, you know what I did? I drew this out. I'm going to be cutting this part off. Y'all, hot mess. Okay, I know what I'm doing, I swear. All right, so I need to actually determine how many pages I'm going to have, trim them, and then draw out this part of my habit tracker on that final page. That's how this works, Kara. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrified. All right, let's look at our template again. All right, so I need one, two, three, four, 5 tabs. Okay, I need 5 tabs. Okay, so that's 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5. 5 pages on the right hand side that I need to trim. Okay. Ooh, it's making me nervous. All right, so let's mark that spot on all 5 pages. It's going to be right here. It's 2. So this will be 1 through 6. This will be 7 through 13. Oh boy, y'all. This is nerve-wracking. This is going to be 1 through 6, 7 through 13, 14 through 20. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 21 through 27. And 28 through 31. Plus a few days of November. And then when I flip this, we're going to have our weekly review. So this is the page that I need to draw this on. I think. I'm just going to double check myself because I am super nervous. All right, so this first page is going to be 1 through 6 or 30 through 6. This will be 7 through 13, 14 through 20, 21 through 27, 28 through the first part of November, and review. Okay. Let's do some cutting. All right, here we go. I've got my fancy scissors. Little fancy scissors. These are like super sharp fancy scissors. I love them. I'm gonna do my best to cut in a straight line. Oh boy. Y'all, this is terrifying. All right, so I've got really far down there. And I don't want to trim too close because I'm worried about my binding coming out. So I'm going to leave a little tiny bit, I think. I may trim that out with an X-Acto later, I'm not sure. Okay. And it's not very straight at all. It's like I hacked it. Let's see if I can get any further in there. I don't think I can. Come on, little scissors. You can do this with me. Now I just hacked it going the other way. All right, I'm going to come in with an X-Acto later. Not going to worry about it. Okay, so that's going to be our first page. And we need 5 of these. Maybe I need even tinier scissors. I do have this new little X-Acto knife thingy that I got. This. It looks so weird, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. It's a fingertip X-Acto knife. Oh my goodness, that lid came off. I could have killed myself. Okay. So it's supposed to work, like this. Oh, that's really cool. Now, I wonder if I can do this without... Y'all. Okay, I wonder if I can just... This thing is awesome. All right, so I got that little bit that I didn't like. And because I was lifting this, I didn't really like cut through the paper or anything. I can get that little bit. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I love this thing. Okay. Safety first. Okay, so that's 2 pages. Got a little fuzz going on here. I think I accidentally cut into this page. That's okay. First time, we're allowed to make some mistakes. All right. Yeah, that fingertip X-Acto knife is really, really cool. Obviously, I should probably put like a pencil board behind it or something, but I'm just going for it. This thing is so cool. Okay. Mildly obsessed. All right. Make sure that I'm not cutting too far here, because that is the last thing that I want to do. There we go. Oh, I'm making a mess. Got that little flap, but that's okay. Safety first. Okay. Oh, you guys. This is, I was considering just doing this and then filming more of a here's how I planned for October type of video instead of a plan with me. Mainly because I knew this part was going to be a hot mess. But then I figured, you know what? Let them see. Let them see the hot mess. Okay. All right, let's see here. What am I doing? I want to cut through both of these. Oops, but not through my paper. I'm having trouble with the angle at which I'm holding my little X-Acto knife. I only want to cut through, oh boy, maybe I'll just rip this out. Okay, what can I put under here that I don't mind messing up? Let's see, I've got some little Band-Aid sticky notes here. I'm going to put them under, and then I'm just going to cut and trim. That way I'm not cutting through the page underneath, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just going to have a little hot mess there. If y'all have any tips for cutting these things properly, I am all ears. Let me know in the comments. I've already managed to cut this page a little bit, a couple of times. Maybe I'm just trying to make it look too perfect. Maybe you just... maybe you just leave it shaggy there. I haven't really paid attention to that in anyone else's Dutch doors. Do they leave that area shaggy? I'm curious. All right, so this is going to be my base for my cut. Oh boy, last cut. I'm super excited because this is really, really nerve-wracking. Okay, here we go. This one I am going to cut straight, I swear. Oh dear Lord, this is terrifying. Okay, did I cut through the paper? Wow, there we go. All right, y'all. Let's see if I can get some of this mess out of here. Actually, this part, oh, that's that page. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay. The scary part is over, and that's okay. All right, so I've got my doors cut. Now I can draw out the rest of my habit tracker. How do I get rid of these guys? It's gonna drive me crazy. It's gonna drive me insane. Let's get rid of you. Let's trim you down. I know. And sigh. That part's gonna drive me a little bonkers. Maybe I'll put some sort of washi tape that goes across the top. That's what I will do. Okay, I feel better now. Let's finish drawing out this habit tracker on the other side. Okay, so got my habit tracker in, and now I am going to washi tape fix this. Let's see. I need thin washi tape. Oh, I have my thin washi tape from the Boho Berry box. What color? Let's go with purple because it's October, and maybe I'll do purple and orange for October. That would be cool. All right. The key here, y'all, is to not mess this up. So maybe I need to do a little bit at a time. Okay, here we go. I want it to start here. Y'all, I am so shaky. I had so much coffee this morning. All right, I want it to continue across, preferably in a straight line. Yeah, I had a ton of coffee this morning, so I am Hot Mess Express. Okay. I don't think that line is very straight at all, now that I'm looking at it. That's a little more straight. And I'm going to trim it right there. Whew. Sigh of relief, everyone. I don't have that funky thing sticking up anymore because I've sealed it in with washi tape. Boom. You know how they say that duct tape fixes everything? I think it's washi. Okay, so I have all of my Dutch doors for the whole month. I do want to turn these into tabs. So let's grab my pencil again. Let me figure out my life. Actually, let me grab my template again and figure out our lives with that. So I made these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Let's see if that's gonna work. I think I left a little here, there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where I want to cut that tab. And on the next one, maybe I should just do one at a time. I'm going to do one at a time. This is terrifying, y'all. I thought I was done with the cutting, and then I remembered I wanted to do the tabs. Actually, can I just create tabs? Put tabs on these instead of cutting tabs out? I bet I could. Hang on. I'm going to see what kind of tabs I have. All right. First of all, sorry for the audio in that last little bit. I didn't realize that I didn't put my microphone back on. So I have it back on now. And I found these. Look, they're neon. And I'm doing neon in my journal. They might be perfect. So I think since I did the purple washi, I'm going to do orange tabs. Can I write on both sides of these? I don't think I can write on both sides of these. And they're kind of transparent. Oh, what am I gonna do with my life, you guys? Okay. Am I just gonna cut out the tabs? Y'all, I don't know what to do with my life. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for it with the Post-it tabs. How long are these dots wise? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I can probably fit, these are like 4, maybe 5. These are 5 dots wide. That's perfect because that's the size I was going to make my tabs. Okay. Next question. Will these adhere if I trim them down? Because I don't want to have to avoid that whole space. And is there, I think there might be gunk on this one, so I'm not going to use that one. Okay. Don't y'all just love listening to my crazy thought process? All right, so I'm going to get rid of my pencil line that I can see there because it's going to drive me bonkers. All right, I am going to go for it. I hope I have enough orange tabs because I only want to use orange tabs. All right, let's trim this one down to maybe like 5 millimeters. I think yes. Oh gosh, I'm terrified. I'm gonna put it on the second one down. There. Okay, so this is gonna interfere a little bit with my habit tracker, but that's okay. It's gonna be all right. Okay, let's do tab number 2. Y'all, this is scary. Okay, so let's do, can I write well on these? That's the real question. Can I write well on these? This is my 01. Let's try 03. Yes, these tabs were made for writing. Perfect. And do they smear? That's what I need to know. Okay, so it's smeared a tiny bit. Smear a tiny bit. Maybe if I let them dry, they won't smear. Okay. You know what? I wonder if you can write on this clear part. Because if you can, I might use the clear part and not the orange. This. Oh no, but the clear part is sticky. Okay. Enough, Kara. Let's just do this. Okay. Tab number 2. Trimmy trim. That fall out there. All right. Whew. This is the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in my life, you guys. Okay, so that one was here. That one was here. So I need to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how do I make sure they're all perfectly lined up? Okay, I need to mark these. This is my life. Okay, so I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are exactly 5 dots long. Okay, so I left one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes here. And I want it to be at the same height. Life. Okay, let's see how that looks. Ah, they line up. So excited. Okay. All right, let's do the rest. No chit chat needed. Here we go. All right. Yay, I got all my tabs. You know what I could have done as well? Ooh, this one's sitting way up higher. Let's move you down, little buddy. What I could have done as well is just used one tab for my current week and just move that along. Because these tabs come off really easily. And I don't... Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I like it. I'm sitting here second guessing myself on everything. All right, so let's do... You know what? These are gonna drive me crazy because they're not lined up properly. Let's fix you, little guys. I want to be lined up with those top dots. Yeah. Sorry if you can see my head. I'm really concentrating on getting these in the right place. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, these are much better. This one's a little crooked. I'm not a recovering perfectionist at all. Okay, got our tabs. This could also be really cute with like washi or like my original plan, which was just to cut out my tabs, which I could have done, but this was a little stressful. All right, so this is going to be 01 through 06. It might drive me a little crazy that they're translucent, but we'll find out. This one is going to be 07 through 13. All right, tabs are labeled. I'm going to let those dry while I set up my first weekly spread. And I already messed up. Correction tape to the rescue. I want this to be the title of my schedule area. And I have 27 available DATs here. So that divided by my 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday, is 5.4. So I think I'm going to make my sections 5 squares tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just working my way up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Here we go. I want this to go out 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's my plan. All right, so I haven't smeared my tabs yet, so that's a good sign. Don't have to worry about that. I'm going to come in with my Fudenosuke. I want the hard tip. That's this one. And I'm going to give myself a little title here. Oh, you know what? I haven't been using this for my other lettering. I think I'm going to keep all of my lettering consistent. So I'm going to use my 03. And going over whiteout tape is always so nerve-wracking. There we go. Schedule. All right, let's do MON the 30th. Tuesday 01. Wednesday 02. All right, and I know I want a waiting on and a notes section here. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. And I'm not gonna count at all. I'm just gonna kind of see how big I want this section to be. I think right about there. All right, I don't know how I feel about those sizes, but we're gonna rock and roll with it. This one's gonna be waiting on. Am I out of frame? Oh my goodness, so close. Waiting on. And this one is going to be notes. Okay, so I think this is going to be my first weekly setup in October. I'm going to give myself a focus, of course. I'm going to have my schedule filled in here, all of my appointments and events, and I do need to do my little highlights here. I like to highlight my columns. You can see those highlighted here because it helps me to keep track of where the tasks are on the page. Also, I am not setting up all of my weeks in advance. I think that I'm gonna like this setup on the right-hand side, but I'm not 100% sure. And one thing that I love about the bullet journal is that I can change things up from week to week if it's not working for me. So I'm not gonna set these up at all until I get to that week. And then on the very back page, this one right here, this is where I'll be doing my final review at the end of the month. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at the back of these tabs, I do kind of like that they're see-through. I would like to be able to write on this side so that it's more legible, but I can still understand those numbers. I know what's going on there. But yeah, let's do a little highlighting for my weekly spread. And as a highlighter, I'm using these Tombow Irojitin pencils. Still don't know how to pronounce it or how to emphasize the syllables correctly. I don't know. But we're just gonna do some orange highlights. And when I first started doing these highlights with the colored pencils, I was very, very meticulous and very careful. Now I'm just like, I'm just trying to highlight this area so I can see it better. And I think it still looks pretty cool. Also, I don't know how orange this orange is. It's a little orangey yellow. Maybe if I colored harder, it would be more orange. But I really like a light touch with colored pencils, so that's what I do. You know what I'm thinking too is that if I decide I don't like these neon orange tabs, which I don't know, the more that I stare at them, I'm not sure if I like them. What's cool is they do come off and I still have the option of trimming down and creating my own tabs there. All right, I need a little sharpening. Y'all, I don't know why I'm making all these weird voices today. I normally don't do that in videos, and I do it a lot in real life. It drives my husband insane. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling like super relaxed. Or maybe it's the cold medicine is lowering my video filming inhibitions. I don't know. All right, I've got my highlights there, so I always know what column I'm working in. I might add some color. I wish there was a purple one of these Fudenosuke neons. That would be really cool. Maybe I'll do that same. This one's kind of a red. Oh, by the way, I meant to go over this, but I was so distracted by my Dutch doors. I did a traditional monthly log on the left-hand side for October, and on the right, I'm doing another one of my favorite spreads, which is 1 line a day. So every day during the month of October, I'm going to come here and just write down one little line about what happened that day. So I think that was a good way to fill that right-hand side of the page. Making sure my washi is holding strong here. I am going to come in and fill in my focus, and I don't know what color to use because I did purple and orange, so I guess I'll do orange. But I'm going to have, this is why I'm thinking that these tabs aren't going to work for me, because I'm going to have a bunch of different oranges. But actually this pen kind of matches those tabs, so it might work out. And when I'm doing this, this little brush pen over my lettering, I am treating it as a brush pen. So I'm going harder on my downstrokes and lightening up on my upstrokes. And I'm not being too careful to trace the letter perfectly. I kind of like that messy look. If you see, I don't know if it's super evident in the October, in the 2019, that 9, you can see I didn't trace like super close there. So I'm just trying to get that color onto the page, and I'm not really worried about it looking perfect. It's very freeing. Trying not to worry about perfection. With as much as I battled these tabs, gosh, I really wish I had a purple. I'm gonna grab a dual brush pen for the purple. Or actually, you know what I'm gonna grab? I'm gonna grab this Sarasa clip pen from the Boho Braid box this month. Let's just see. I like that color. It's pretty similar to the washi, right? Okay. Let's do that, and I'm just gonna give all these guys a little bit of purpley color. Obviously, this is not a brush pen, it's a gel pen, but I'm still trying to just give it that messy effect. And I'm just going over this with a really light hand because I just realized that I haven't actually tested this pen in this journal. So let's see. Okay, no bleed through, no ghosting, we're good. That was slightly terrifying for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, if I turn this page. But how many times have we done that? Go in with a pen that you forgot to test. I know I've done it a few times and definitely regretted it. but there's been a few times that I haven't regretted it, like now. Waiting on. And notes. All right, I am happy with these. Okay, putting all of my stuffs back away. I'm gonna wrap this video up, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me on my plan with me. It was really fun to do this again and to be able to show you my whole setup process. So this is gonna be my entire month. Again, after these pages, I'll move into if I have any collections that I need to add in the month of October. All right, y'all, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I will see you down there. Bye.